Good morning, everyone. It's Grace with Boujee Beaks Hen Haven, and I've got something cheap to chirp about, but it's not going to be a less than a minute video. I'm going to be making suet cakes for my peepers. I had somebody ask me, they saw in my other video where I had the little suet treat holder and the DIY treat holder, and I had forgotten that I needed to remake that video because I made it already once before, but I spilled everywhere, and I'm like, oh, I just need to redo it. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to be doing the suet treat holders. What do you need for suet treats? Well, you need a suet treat holder like this, and I will post a link to Amazon. It's like a couple bucks, seriously. And then I am using, I'm going to turn my camera around. All right, so I am using these old soap molds. I had tried to make soap many years ago, and it worked really well, but I do too much. So as you can see, I've already gone through and started putting some treats in here. This is just the frozen vegetable medley that I got at the store in the frozen section for just, pennies on the dollar type thing. I'm also going to be adding a little bit of dog food, and I have this. Some people do all organic. That's a little high end for me, but I got this. I mean, this whole bag was $11, which, when used in suet treats is it's affordable, but just throwing it out as a treat was like, holy cow, I'm like throwing away money here. Then of course the all important mealworms. We love those. Why dog food? Well, because I have it. I bought some dog food at the feed mill, and it was good quality dog food, but my dogs have sensitive stomachs. Oh my gosh, they would just fart and fart and fart, and I would come home and my whole house smelled like dog fart. And we all know how bad a dog fart is. Like, I had some friends come over. I was so humiliated because just, the minute you walk through the door, you could see them crinkle up their noses, but they were trying to be polite, And I know my whole house smelled like dog butt. I mean, what do you do? It was awful. So I tried to sell it, and I had a ton of people like, yeah, I want it, but then they didn't show up. You know how people are. So I'm like, fine, I'll just use it as treats for the chickens. And you can overdo it with the chicken treats. You can overdo it with protein. It'll cause your chickens to drink more. Then they'll get poopy butts. Then you'll be in there washing butts, which I've been doing the last couple of days because that's exactly what I did. But, the other thing you need, coconut oil. And I've got it over here, nice and warm, ready to pour. Some people put bacon grease, mixed bacon grease in with theirs if they have it. Sometimes if you have like a ground beef or something like that, you can put the grease in there. For me, I don't like the idea of putting bacon grease in because bacon has a lot of salt in it, and I just would think that would be too much salt. All right, so here we go. I got my tray here, and really all I'm just going to do, it's very simple, is just layer these different ingredients on top of here, and then pour the warm coconut oil in. You notice I have it on a baking tray. That's because my molds are floppy, and the first time I made this, I just made it right here on the counter, and then when I tried to pick up the molds to put it in the refrigerator so that the coconut oil could harden, yeah, it was a big mess. So if you have a floppy thing like this, then you want to put it on something solid. Okay, I'll be right back. Doesn't this look delish? So again, all I've done, you can see the little bits of dog food. It's good quality dog food, but it just makes my dogs fart. Anyway, so I've just made, layers of different treats and items and stuff. I do a kind of a hodgepodge. It's sort of different every time I do it. Just depends on what I have available to me at the time. And now I'm going to put the coconut oil, and so that I don't spill it, I need to put you down. All right. I always make such a mess when I do this. So you just want to make sure you don't dump it everywhere like I did before. To fill up each little cup, you don't want it overflowing, but everything needs to be wet so that it will stick together. And of course, as we know, coconut oil, I already spilled it. Coconut oil is a solid, unless it's warmed up. This, by the way, is I know I put in the label, but this is really meant for cooler weather, not warm weather. Because coconut oil melts very quickly in the heat, it's really not suitable for a warm weather treat. You can, however, do pretty much the same thing I'm doing here, but with water, and then freeze it, and that will give a nice hot weather treat for your peepers, help to cool them off. My voice sounds terrible. I just woke up. All right, hold on. Okay, so everything is ready. Everything is all nice and wet. I'll show it to you here in just a second. And I have a good bit of coconut oil left over this time. Usually it takes me about half of one of those large containers that I just showed you. So you do need a substantial amount of coconut oil, so don't get the little thing, get the big one. And I just got mine at Walmart. It was like 13 bucks for the whole container. But now this is contaminated, okay? Because, you know, I've had the spoon touching this. All right, so this is contaminated, but I don't want to throw it out, so I'm going to put it in a separate container so I can use it next time. But unless you're just only going to use this for this one purpose, I would not put this back in the container, because you're going to contaminate the whole container, and then you may forget and use it for like cooking or something. Now, I would forget because I'm a dingbat. All right, now all I have to do is put this in the refrigerator for, you know, minutes, maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, I'm not really sure. But, or you can put it in the freezer. I don't have room in my freezer because I actually bought groceries for a change. Oh, you can see me. Hi, it's me. And that's it. So once it's cool, I peel it out of the molds and I just put it in a Ziploc bag. I keep it in the refrigerator. My Suet holder holds 2 of these. I'll stick it out there. My birds will be so happy. I'll show you. All right, it's been about 30 minutes. I didn't have to wait that long, but I had to eat breakfast and get ready to go. Let's see how our treats look. There they are. Nice and yummy yummies. And now all I'll do is, see, just peel them right out and put them in the thing. And I'll put the rest of them in this basket or this bag, and I'll keep them in the fridge or in the freezer. I don't like to keep them in like this because it takes up so much room, and it's just, when I look in my refrigerator and I see worms, I'm just not down with that. Okay, we're all ready, and I broke one in half. It usually will fit 2, but I broke one in half, so I'll just go ahead and stick it in there. You close it up, and it's ready to hang. All right, boy, they are wearing it out. No, they don't play with the xylophone. I'm upset about that, but I'm going to put it in my baby coop. Maybe my little babies will play with it. But yeah, as you can see, they're wearing the heck out of it. You'll notice also that some of my girls are wearing some decorative clothing. Those are called chicken saddles. I have a video about those and why they're wearing them and how to apply them. So there you have it, guys. A simple, wintry wonder. They think it's wonderful. Bye.